What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode here with the lawyer you know, breaking down yet another lawyer getting arrested, having criminal charges filed against him. I wish this didn't happen so often, but you guys have sent me a few of these in the past. We've broken down some, not others. This one is loosely connected to a case we've looked into from time to time, the YSL RICO case, all sorts of gang related activity, multiple lawyers, multiple co-defendants. Well, one of the co-defendants that was severed from that trial with all the other co-defendants, partially based on his attorney's maternity leave and legal work done by the attorneys to try to sever him from that case, which I think makes sense when you have so many different defendants. Maybe the likelihood goes up that you get convicted, but neither here nor there. There was an attorney named Nicole Fagan, I believe is how you say her name, who was an up and coming criminal defense attorney that has been described in articles as having a certain kind of swag that makes her ripe for this gang-related criminal defense, and she's been successful in the past and handled these types of cases and is kind of getting into that world and getting known in that world as somebody who can handle these kinds of cases. Well, she is the attorney that was arrested, and the charges say they're connected to gang-related activity. You can't make this stuff up. So that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. We're going to go through some rules of professional conduct, some criminal statutes to see if laws were broken. And also, we're going to hear from that lawyer herself from her social media page. And I've heard that there's a lot more out there on her social media pages. I didn't go digging. These were all things that were specifically sent to me to break down. So hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to our page if you want to be involved in the content that gets chosen and put out here that I break down, that we talk about together, because you all sending it to me and asking for it is how I come up with the topics in our videos. So, what is this criminal charge about? Because it has nothing to do with YSL, nothing to do with the trial that's going on, nothing to do with the co-defendant that she represents. Instead, these allegations stem from a set of facts where she allegedly, as an attorney, called a potential criminal defendant, told him that there was a warrant out for his arrest. So we'll start with that. Is there anything wrong with that? So being a good Samaritan, there's nothing really wrong with telling somebody there's a warrant out for their arrest if you know about it, telling them they should turn themselves in, whatever it may be. There's also nothing wrong with representing somebody before they are arrested, and as their lawyer telling them there's a warrant out for their arrest. Now, I'm not positive how she found out this information. I heard it came from some other kind of pretrial hearing. I'm not sure if she saw it on somebody's desk, if they were discussing another case and she happened to be there for one of her clients. Regardless, there's nothing illegal about telling somebody there's a warrant out for their arrest that I'm aware of. This is Georgia, so it is possible that there's something there that would make this illegal. But what you can't do, and what I have seen criminal defense lawyers do, is, we've talked about it actually, where they go into jails and talk to clients and try to solicit those clients to hire them. You can't call somebody, tell them there's a warrant out for their arrest, and they really need to hire you right now. That is against the rules of professional conduct, even in Georgia. And let's take a look at this together here. Can't really see it with that view, so let's go to this view here so you guys can see it a little bit better. This is the Georgia Rule of Professional Conduct 7.3. Direct contact with prospective clients. A lawyer shall not send or knowingly permit to be sent on behalf of the lawyer, the lawyer's firm, lawyer's partner, associate, or any other lawyer affiliated with the lawyer or the lawyer's firm a written communication to a prospective client for the purposes of obtaining professional employment if. So this deals with written communications. There's a bunch of different reasons here and things that you can't do it, but this was not a written communication. Again, written communications, they may not pay fees. And here we go. This is what we're going to talk about is D. Okay. A lawyer shall not solicit professional employment as a private practitioner for the lawyer, a partner, or associate. So they can't do it for themselves as the lawyer, for their partner, or an associate, meaning you can't call and say, I can't call somebody and say, hey, call Pete Sardis. He's a really great lawyer. You really need to hire him for this case because he is, in fact, my partner, and I will profit off of that too. You also can't call somebody you send cases to and have them call and solicit and send cases to you. Those are all no-nos. So you cannot do that through direct personal contact or through live telephone contact with a non-lawyer, which this person apparently was, who has not sought advice regarding employment of the lawyer. So obviously they can call you and you can explain why you're the best person for the job and tell them you want this case and and push for it and get them to hire you. Nothing wrong with that. But you can't solicit. You can't be the one to call them, to reach out to them to try to get them to hire you, which I'm not saying that's what she did in this case, but would potentially violate a rule of professional conduct. That's not what the criminal charges stem from. Okay? So, what do the criminal charges stem from? Well, apparently, after telling him that there's a warrant out for his arrest, she also tells him to destroy his cell phone. Allegedly, destroy his cell phone. By the way, may or may not be gang related, may or may not be charged with taking someone's life. That might be the warrant that this person was accused of. That's not as important as what this lawyer did and what she was arrested for. Because if she told him, if she called him, said, hey, there's a warrant out for your arrest, destroy your cell phone, and then hire me because look at what a great job I do, that's a big no-no. And they're going to prosecute this big time to try to stop and prevent other lawyers from doing this in the past. This is exactly what you can't do. So what is she charged with? She is charged with solicitation. Let me get the exact charge here. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's tampering with evidence, but it's like solicitation to tamper with evidence, something like that. Huh. So she's charged with, here we go. Come on. All it keeps saying is gang related charges. All right, here we go. She is charged with participating in a criminal street gang and solicitation of criminal tampering. So she's soliciting somebody to tamper with evidence, which is obviously destroying the cell phone. So let's take a look at that charge together here. A person, so here it is, offenses related to tampering with evidence, okay? A person commits the offense of tampering with evidence when, with the intent to prevent the apprehension or cause the wrongful apprehension of any person or to obstruct the prosecution or defense of any person, he knowingly destroys, alters, conceals, or disguises physical evidence, or makes, devises, prepares, or plants false evidence. Okay? It is a felony. She could be looking at up to 3 years for tampering with evidence, which clearly in a criminal case, if you destroy evidence, that is tampering with evidence. So these are allegations at this point. But if they can prove that she solicited this person that she knew had a warrant out for their arrest, because that's another thing. You can tell your friend, I could tell my buddy to destroy his cell phone. Yeah, go destroy your cell phone, man. No big deal, whatever. But if I know that there are criminal charges coming, or I know he's getting sued civilly, I have the anticipation of litigation on my mind when I tell him to destroy a cell phone. Now I'm in trouble. Now it could be tampering with evidence. Now I'm violating the ethics rules and rules of professional responsibility for lawyers. So that's a problem. I can't do that stuff as a lawyer. So if that's what she did, we know, well, I should say the allegations are that she knew there was a warrant out for his arrest. And then after knowing that, and that's the reason for her call, tells him to destroy his cell phone. That could be a major problem with her, for her. Now, what statements did she make? Right? Because I told you we're going to see something that she had to say about this. Well, let's take a look at what you guys sent me. It's pretty strange, but here is her Instagram. And the hashtag is got proof, hashtag weird, hashtag crazy, hashtag hello, hashtag mind blown, hashtag Fagan Law. Here we go. Oh, wait. Sound is
weird. That shit is weird. People play gangsta and police games at the same time. That shit is weird. That shit is weird.
I believe she's saying people play police and gangster games at the same time. That stuff is weird. We'll listen to it one more time.
People play gangsta and police games at the same time. That shit is weird. That shit is weird.
Kind of cryptic. We don't know specifically what she's saying, but is she saying the police are also involved in gang-related activity, or they're trying to act like gangs, or trying to threaten her or do something to her while also being the police? I don't really know. Maybe you know. Maybe you have an idea in the comment section. Let me know. But what I will say is that this attorney's in hot water. This is what she does. This is what she specializes in. If they find out and they start doing some digging that she's doing this stuff in other cases, or evidence goes missing in other cases, and now she has this on her record, that's going to be a problem. Number one. Number two, will this man that she called and told that he had a warrant out for his arrest and to destroy his cell phone, will he be a witness against her? Will she represent him? How is all of this going to work? Will there be bar complaints against her for soliciting? If that's what happened, I don't know. But it is a very strange set of circumstances, very unusual, but nonetheless, very wrong. And lawyers should not be doing stuff like this if, in fact, it's true, because she should be presumed innocent. We don't know that these allegations are true. And she basically said, prove it. Do they have proof of that? And we don't know that answer to this point. So we'll keep following it if you guys are interested in it. If you are, let me know. It is connected to the YSL case, which we've popped in and out of that trial. It's very long. There are some parts that drag out, and it's kind of cumbersome with all the lawyers. But we'll keep talking about that as well, as long as you guys have questions about it. That's what drives it on this channel. So keep letting me know. Keep hitting that like button and keep showing up. It's great to know you guys, as always. Till next time, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching another episode of The Lawyer You Know. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit the thumbs up and share with your friends who may be interested here on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. And don't forget to check out the Lawyer You Know podcast, with new seasons dropping every quarter. If you have a case you want to talk to us about, if it's a personal injury case, wrongful death, catastrophic injury, car accident, or slip and fall case, please email us at lawyeryouknow@gmail.com. And of course, all these links I just mentioned are included in the description below on this episode and every episode. So until next time, this is Peter Tragos, The Lawyer You Know.